I don't know what you're thinking. It's totally irresponsible compared to my totally responsible present that I got for them.
Oh, what you got from them?
Aika, did you make the stuff?
Yes, I made the stuff.
Excellent.
All right, come on, you two. This is
like
a
drugs.
gift.
Don't give drugs to the kids, Roxana.
This is a gift from your favorite aunt and uncle of them all. Now, you remember, Luke, how I said I was going to make something very special for you back when we got married? That was like, 10 years or so ago.
That's quite some time.
I have the little something for each of you. And he, behind his back, he pulls out 2 vials of very beautiful looking golden liquid.
No!
This, my friend, my dear aunt, niece and nephew, is a very rare concoction of Felix Felicus, he said.
You gave your kids
This is liquid luck?
Liquid luck.
Oh.
He says, now before I give this to you, you have to understand that this is very, very dangerous if you don't use it properly. It is only meant to be used sparingly because it causes giddiness, recklessness, dangerous, overconfidence if you take it too much. And it's also very highly toxic if you drink too much of it all at once. It takes a long time to make this solution. In fact, 6 months is how long it takes to brew. Just 1 bottle at a time.
So that took you like 3, huh, Aika?
I might have been able to find some ways to get some shortcuts, cut some corners, but I assure you, it is just as potent as the original thing. You must promise me, though, that if I give this to you, that you only use it if you absolutely, positively have to. Because I don't know how long it'll take for me to be able to make more of this again.
I picture, like, I can't play Leia for you, but I picture they, like, look at each other and they do that twin thing where they, like, say, we promise at the same time and reach out for it.
We promise!
Yeah.
So basically, Quidditch matches, tests, all of that stuff, use it for that. I mean, don't use it for that.
Roxana!
And she looks at them and she's like...
Thank you, Uncle Aika and Auntie Rox.
Thank you.
So, Uncle Juan, that's, say, big butts 3 times, right?
Big whale! God,
Okay.
It's very serious.
Big butts, and I cannot lie.
I got it, Uncle Juan. I'll make sure she doesn't mess with the fish.
Okay.
I promise she won't mess with the fish.
Give food to the fish.
Who's gonna keep the fish first?
I think I'll keep the fish forever.
But Uncle Juan said it's both of our fish.
Yeah, but it'll be dead in like a week if you have it.
He says, it'll be dead in a day if you keep it.
No, remember Mom bought us fish and yours died and mine's still alive?
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, because you forgot the fish and forgot to feed them. That's why you don't remember them.
They weren't fish, Luke. They were parakeets. You're not supposed to put them in water.
Mine was still alive. Leia, yours is dead.
Leia starts to argue a little bit, but then the train whistle starts blowing to warn everyone that it's about to leave soon. Okay, kids. Chessa finally chimes in. You guys, we have to get you on board. Now, she gets down on one knee, and she says, Luke, Leia, I am so proud of the both of you. I have been looking forward to this day for so long. I am going to miss you so dearly. You know that your daddy really, really wanted to go to Hogwarts so badly, and I know that if he was here, he would have been so happy to see you on your first day.
Luke just doesn't say much. He just kind of looks down.
Leia says, I know, Mommy, I know. And she says, all right, well, give me a hug. And remember, she says, you're allowed to use your cell phone off campus.
Yeah,
Call me if there's any problems.
only a dummy wouldn't know that.
I gave you guys cell phones for emergencies, so make sure you use them at least. Call me at least maybe once a week or twice a week. Just let me know how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
I'll send you owls, kids.
Thank you, Uncle Juan.
She'll give Leah and Luke a kiss before she ushers them onto the train.
I don't know why I'm getting really nervous. Like I gotta go through school again. like while you guys are off doing your stuff, I'm gonna have to redo school all over.
All right. So Luke and Leia get onto the train. Now, AJ, Jordan, and Juan.
Ooh.
I want you to create on the fly. I want you to create 3 students, first-year students, that are on the Hogwarts Express that are going to be involved in this scene. So, think about it. Leah and Luke are going to enter a part of the train, like one of the coach, and they're going to see 3 kids, 3 first-year students. Does anyone want to go first in describing what their student looks like?
It's a chubbier kid. He's a little on the husky side. His robes are a little too snug on him. Like, he looks super uncomfortable sitting there. And he looks really nervous.
A kid is sitting next to them. But he's sitting in a way almost like royalty, like princes would sit, like he thinks he's better than the others, and he's kind of looking at the chubby kid and like,
I'm gonna say I am a girl.
and that's it.
And that's it. I'm very shy looking. I'll say I'm a bit on the swarthy side, frizzy, dark hair, and glasses. I'm very shy looking.
There's 2 seats that are left that appear to be open, and so Leia bounds into the coach and she says, "Are these seats taken?"
No, you can sit there.
Awesome! Come on, Luke.
I'm gonna sit next to you. You smell funny.
It's not me, it's Smax. Ribbit.
Fine.
A frog.
Ribbit.
Oh no, I lost Oreos again. Oh no, here he is. Sorry.
Hi, she says. My name is Leia. And she holds out her hand to, we'll say the girl first.
Oh, hello.
What's your name?
Oh God, I didn't get this far.
Amanda.
I'm Cosma.
I nearly said Wanda. I'll say
Wanda.
My name is Melissa. She's gonna.
Nice to meet you, Melissa.
Hi, and she's just like gonna look out the window.
I am H. Blinkerberg.
Oh God.
What did he say?
Age?
8.
8.
Blinkerberg.
Blinkerberg.
Did you just look out a window or something? Is that a street? What is that?
It really, his voice sounded distant, so it literally sounded like he looked out the window and was like, "Ooh, yeah, that's my name."
That's the name of the hotel he's at right now. I guarantee it.
H. Blinkerberg.
Nice to meet you, Mr. 8.
Oh, you can drop the honorifics. For now, at least.
He sounds like Bane.
My name's Steven. What are your names?
The most normal guy.
He's just normal.
My name is Leia, and this one is Mortimer.
Oh,
Hi, that's a lovely name.
My name is
My dad's
Luke.
name is Mortimer.
My name's Luke.
Yeah, Luke is the pity name we gave him.
Wait,
I
like
think
Star
it's
Wars?
wonderful name.
Pretty name.
Wait, you know what Star Wars is?
Wait, like Star Wars?
Wait, you know what Star Wars is? Oh, I forget you're part of the Muggle world now. The Muggles and Wizards blend now.
When did Mickey Mouse get on the train?
There was a minute that was going.
Was that in character?
Yes.
There was a minute where he was
Yes.
like, nobody knew who I was till I put on the mask. And then he's like, oh, hello.
And I was like,
Oh my god. But wait, so
So-
you guys are named after like Luke and Leia from Star Wars. Are you guys twins?
yeah, well, kinda. We're supposed to be identical, but with a face like hers, I can't prove it.
Ew. Ew.
I think you're very pretty.
Every time he says a word, I can't stop laughing. Alright.
What house are you getting into?
I'm hoping for it.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Clem, would these be your next character you auditioned with in any of our games? Please.
Can we just do a Wanda and 8 spin-off?
Yes.
Alright. You know, after the few sessions...
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, 8 is actually Juan. He transfigured himself
Oh,
as 8
he's
so that he
watching
can
over us.
watch. Yeah, so he's watching you this whole time. That's actually Juan disguised. He is a spy.
He's gonna be like, hey, do you kids want to try some drugs?
I got drugs here. Would you like some?
Oh, God.
Even Albion
I don't know why,
cannot
but-
save this derailment.
It's so
I don't-
funny. After
don't
the
know why-
past... Go ahead. You're actually trying to play. I'm just talking. Sorry.
No, I was making a joke out of character in my voice.
Oh. I was just gonna say that after the past 2 sessions, the audience is gonna love this. They need some humor. All right, let's try to get it back together, guys. Come on, I'll be the out here. Gotta get. I'm gonna be in Gryffindor for sure.
And you, little girl?
Me? Oh, just says, I don't know. Whatever house he's not in would be fine by me, she says.
What a humorous bird you are.
I can't even
I
understand
for
it.
one want to get into Raven.
Please.
This Marcus people, now they have gone there. Could you remind me the things I can learn?
Sorry.
You're killing me. Stop it. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I'm really sorry. I only heard part of
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say at this point, the old lady with
Thank
the
God, thank you, Mark.
the old lady with the trolley comes in with candy, and she's saying something from the trolley.
Two pumpkin pasties, please.
I've heard of this. Does anyone want something?
This is supposed to be Brendan's party.
I can't breathe right now. I'm laughing so hard.
Would you care for?
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
5 chocolate froggies, please.
I'd like a licorice whip, please. And so she'll hand. How about you, children? She says, turn to the other kids.
Steven fumbles in his pocket and hands over some money. A dozen pumpkin pasties.
Good choice. One of my personal favorites, she says with a smile.
Luke looks to Leia and is like, I bet I can eat more of those different flavored beans than you.
Oh, a competition! I would love to participate.
Yeah, I bet I can eat more than you too.
We shall.
Hey,
Jordan,
Hey,
mute
hey.
yourself. Mute yourself, Jordan. We gotta continue this.
Hey, he said, "Hey, 8."
What?
Hey, 8.
Oh,
Go ahead.
what happened? I forgot.
I think I saw.
I still
I think.
I still think this is Juan in disguise. It's like, what? Oh!
I think I saw 9 and 10 out there. I think they're looking for you.
You see my cousins?
Yeah, I think they need you.
Oh, I shall go see. Thank you, Steven. And he will leave. It was nice keeping you company.
That is my favorite character of all
Yep.
time.
Bye.
each other
Bye. Nice
once
to meet
again.
you. Bye. Bye.
Leave. Please leave.
You are wonderful company. I shall come back with 9 and 8 and 10.
I thought you were 8.
And he will
Bye.
leave.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
There, I'm
Guys,
done.
We need to find. We
I'll
need to find
never
a new
come back.
train cart before he comes back.
Okay. My goodness. Okay. So
9, 10. What a wonderful surprise.
You'll have mute yourself.
Oh, hi, 8. How are you doing? And the two voices just go, and they start to fade into the distance.
Okay. So now that that's done, you guys finally arrive. You finally arrive at Hogwarts. All of the first years get taken to arrive at the school by boat, just like back when Harry Potter was in his first year. And you will arrive and eventually make yourself to the Great Hall, where all of the upperclassmen are watching as all of the nervous first years are ready to see what is in store for them in the first day. Headmistress Minerva McGonagall will get up onto the podium and she will say, Greetings, everyone. I can't do Maggie Smith's accent, so just bear with me.
You're good.
Greetings, students. Welcome to another year here at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am the headmistress, Minerva McGonagall. You may call me Professor McGonagall. I am so excited for everyone to be back again for another term. But I would like to give a very special welcome to our first years who are starting their first days here at our wonderful school. And as tradition, the first thing that must be done is the sorting ceremony. And with that, she's going to explain about the houses, and they're going to bring out the ratty old sorting hat. And one by one, each of the kids are going to go up and have the hat placed on their head to be sorted in different houses. Steven, what house do you get placed into, just out of character?
Steven will be Ravenclaw.
Steven goes into Ravenclaw.
I go to Hufflepuff.
All right, you'll go to Hufflepuff. How about 8, I'm afraid to ask.
Slytherin.
What a wonderful thing this evening has been! I have
Scared
met
of
some
Slytherin.
wonderful friends, and I hope I get put in the right house because I. And before he can finish talking, just as the sorting hat's going to be put in his head, he will be like, "Oh, come on, just shut up!" Slytherin, you're evil incarnated, kid.
Slytherin.
Oh, it's so bad I can't be in the house I've chosen, but I shall rise wherever I am put. And he will just go.
Okay. Then it's time for the twins. Luke, you will get up, and the hat will be placed on his head. I will allow Brandon to decide what house that Luke gets sorted into.
Okay, so once it gets on his head, it does kind of the cliche Harry Potter thing where it sorts through all the houses, and it's like saying how he kind of could be a good fit in all of them. And then
okay.
It starts eliminating them. It gets rid of Hufflepuff.
It's divergent. Go ahead.
Yes, and then it gets rid of Gryffindor. It tells them you're not Gryffindor. And so it's between Slytherin and Ravenclaw, and doesn't want to go to Slytherin. He's really nervous. He doesn't want to go to Slytherin. And as it's like saying Slytherin, it says Ravenclaw.
Yay, the best house.
And then there's a cheer from the Ravenclaw house. And then finally, Leia bounds over. And she's so excited. Oh, I can't wait to be sorted. I can't wait to find out which house I get into. And the hat goes over her head. And the hat, takes about the same amount of time. But at the very end, the hat yells out, Slytherin! And Leia goes, all right! Slytherin, she says. All right! I didn't end up in my brother's house, she says. And then she goes over to the Slytherin table, and Leia looks genuinely, pleased that she ended up going in the Slytherin house.
Luke, as much as him and his sister kind of play like they fight and stuff and don't like each other, he's really, really upset they're not in the same house.
Okay. So, the feast begins, and everyone starts to try to get acclimated. The first years are being welcomed by the upperclassmen, and you go through the first night in Hogwarts. Then classes begin the next day, and the nice thing is that one of the first classes that you're going to have that morning, Luke, is herbology. And it just so happens that Slytherin is sharing that class with Ravenclaw. And so as Luke is walking through the halls, you will walk by this new wing in Hogwarts, where Anira and Joe are teaching the Squibs at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Joe and Anira have managed to create have started a program where they are allowing Squibs to be accepted into the wizarding schools. They're going to be trying it at Hogwarts first, and so he has been provided funding to teach Squib kids within the walls of the magical school.
Hell yeah.
So Luke will probably pass by and he'll see that Anira is there getting ready, getting the class ready, and Joe is writing some things on the chalkboard. I don't know if Luke does anything, but on his way to class, he has some time if he wants to pop in for.
If he has some time, he definitely will. Yeah, but he won't be late to class. He's very school focused. But if he has time, he'll definitely pop his head in.
You'll pop in and you'll see your grandpa. And Joe turns and says, Luke. Huh.
Hey, Grandpa Joe, how's it going?
He says, things are great. I'm really nervous. Probably not as nervous as you, though.
I'm pretty scared. Leia seems to be okay with everything, but I'm super nervous.
Congratulations on Ravenclaw.
Yeah, it was my second pick.
What was your first?
Oh, Gryffindor, of course.
Oh, I see. You were hoping to end up in Harry Potter's house. Gryffindor's definitely been the most popular house ever since then.
I was hoping to be in Grandpa's house.
Well, he says, I understand, but I think that you'll be very happy in Ravenclaw.
I think so too. Sometimes you gotta pave your own way, I guess. But how's the... What are you teaching here? Squib stuff?
We teach magic. Not squib stuff. Magic.
But squibs can't do magic.
Well, they can't cast spells, but that doesn't mean that they can't learn magic. Or learn about magic.
I guess that's true. But they don't give us normal wizards this kind of class, do they?
No, this is I guess a pilot. This is a trial period. We're trying to see if something like this can be expanded to the other wizarding schools around the world.
I think it's a really good thing what you're doing. Hopefully they learn.
I hope so. I think a lot of them are very excited for this first year.
I'm not mistaken when I say this is the first time any school's done something like this, correct?
Yes, and that's what it takes. The first. That's what it takes.
It is all it takes, yeah. You know, the first airplane crashed and landed, right?
I beg your pardon,
sorry.
Levi? I said Levi. I beg your pardon. Actually, I'm gonna say
Don't call
that.
me
I beg
Levi.
your pardon. Right. I think that's happened once or twice. I beg your pardon, Levi. Sorry, Luke. My apologies, Luke. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Little names are really hard sometimes.
I've said this before, but now that you've gotten older and you're starting school, it just reminds me of your father's first day of school. You just remind me a lot about him, which is weird because physically you look a lot more like your mom, and you take after your mom. You've been told, but Joe insists that in his eyes, you're a lot more like Levi. In his eyes.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to believe. Didn't he start school at 17?
Well, he was homeschooled, so technically he started the same year as everybody else did, just at home.
Yes, that's true. And you taught him, so I'm sure you could teach the rest of everybody.
I'd like to believe so. I hope so.
I know so.
Well, I think class is probably going to start soon, Luke, and you don't want to be late for your first class, so I would be a terrible professor if I didn't encourage you to run along.
Thanks, Joe. And he'll take off.
Yes. You'll take off, and you'll get over there, and some of the students are getting ready for class. So, I'm gonna say that you'll find that Leia is there, and she's already made a bunch of friends. So she's chatting with the kids in the Slytherin house, and she looks up at Luke, and she sort of gives him a "what's up" kind of a nod when she sees him.
He'll just nod back, but see the crowd of people around her, and just kind of sheepishly keep walking.
Okay. And you'll overhear some of the kids getting really excited. Oh, I'm really, really excited for our biology class. One of our teachers, he helped. He was a huge war hero during the you-know-who Wizarding War.
Oh, really? Who is it?
Class! And in will walk your herbology teacher and some of the students, all the students in the Slytherin, especially the girls in the Slytherin class, will say, "Good morning, Professor Longbottom."
Yes, my boy.
He got real hot.
Yes. So, yes, Matt Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom, grew up to be really hot. Therefore, in this universe, Neville Longbottom grew up to be really hot as well. So,
Big yes.
Leia's like, "Good morning, Professor Longbottom," and she kind of gives him a grin. Good morning, class," he says. Lionheart, right? Leia Lionheart? You know my name? And he says, "Well, it's your last name starts with an L also, so for some reason I end up remembering those first. He says, "Ah, I got you. Leia says as she's pointing at him. All right, class. Before we begin, yes, I'm that Neville Longbottom. Yes, I've been doing herbology for quite some time. Yes, I was an Orr for a year. Yes, I know Harry Potter. No, I cannot talk to you about any of that kind of stuff. At least not today. Maybe as we get through the course of the year. Any other questions?" He says. He looks at the roster. Lionheart, Luke.
Did your parents' mind ever recover?
Oh my god.
He asked specifically because he's really, really, really into mind spells. Like, even pre-coming to school, he's into mind spells.
The room gets uncomfortably quiet, and Professor Longbottom says, "They're still alive. As far as whether or not their condition has changed since then, the answer is no, Mr. Lionheart."
Do you believe there'll ever be a spell to fix stuff like that?
"I don't know, Mr. Lionheart. I'm just an herbology professor."
Sorry, you're just the first teacher I've seen.
Does anyone else care to ask any more questions about my private life? He asks the room. Leia raises her hand. Yes, Miss Lionheart. Do you have a girlfriend, Mr. Longbottom?
He nudges his sister. He nudges her.
Out of character, I don't remember when him and Hannah got married. I don't remember what year they got married. But I know he marries Hannah Abbott, which I completely disagree and think he should have been with Luna Lovegood.
Thank you.
That's just me.
This has been a PSA.
You know what? Yes, I'm just saying. But I'm trying to be as true to the main lore as possible. So he says, that, Miss Lionheart, is not an appropriate question for you to ask me. 5 points from Slytherin. Oh, Leia says, man. He says, I know this is your first year and this is your first day, but that doesn't mean, he says, that as an herbology teacher, while I am going to be teaching about plants, I feel that I should teach you manners as well. And inappropriate questions like that cannot be tolerated. I understand, Mr. Longbottom. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Good, he says. Everyone bring out your books, because we are going to start by going over, and he's just gonna, do his little thing. So that first year is going to come and go. Luke, like you said, is a very studious person, correct?
Yep.
How do you foresee his first year going? Like just in general?
I foresee it being very, just study focused. I know there's not really mage fu here, but him and his sister do that when they go home, but he's not as into it as his sister. He's just kind of does it. He's not into Quidditch like his father was, or maybe his sister might be now. He's not into talking to people, really. He's just all about doing work and learning new spells. Learning new spells is his biggest thing, especially mind spells. He's all about the mind because he has a few theories about that. And his first year would just be pretty much bookworm to himself alone, probably not making many friends. Maybe if maybe one friend that he talks to, or people he'll talk to people, but he doesn't have any real friends.
Leia has a fantastic year in Slytherin. She actually becomes crazy popular because she's very charismatic. She's always been a high-spirited person. And to be perfectly honest, she has been unofficially been deemed to become the nicest Slytherin in the school. So professors and kids seem to like her a lot. The years go by. Leia eventually makes it onto the Quidditch team as a beater for the Slytherins. She becomes very good at that as well, which also increases her popularity quite a bit. We can say, hard to say whether it rivals to Roxana's popularity, but maybe it doesn't. And you finally reach the beginning of your 3rd year. Now, Chessa, because it is your 3rd year, you guys are almost teenagers, or about to become teenagers. She wanted to give you both a gift as you are about to board the train. These gifts were gifts that were very important objects that belonged to your dad, Levi. One is Levi's lightsaber. The other is Levi's hoop. My question to Brandon is, which twin should get what
I think I know what
item?
it's gonna be.
If Luke knows even anything about the hoops, anything about them at all, he wants the hoop.
Okay. Then, in that case, Chessa she's shown him the hoop before. I don't think she's kept it a secret. So she will put her fingers around the zodiac symbol of Gemini. She removes the hoop off of her wand, and then she hands it to Luke. You've seen me do it a dozen times, Luke. I want you to learn how to use it. As in putting it onto your wand.
Mm-hmm. And he's overly excited. He's been really into these hoops when he figured out anything about them. And he'll put it on.
What is your wand? What does your wand look like? I'm assuming this is not a 12-foot wand.
No. His is more average. It's average but good.
Okay.
It does the job. Don't worry, guys. His wand is curved, and at the hilt, like if you see it, it does kind of look like think of Count Dooku's lightsaber.
Okay.
From Star Wars.
Right. Victor Crumb has a similar shaped wand as well, I believe.
I think so.
I really like that type.
Bellatrix Lestrange has the
So does
Bellatrix is curved as well, yeah. But
it's also curved as well.
Luke's
I like those actually.
Yeah.
They almost look like a pistol.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's exactly that's kind of exactly what his looks like. I put it in the chat.
So when you use the wand, I feel like if Luke wants to be a little gangsta, he has the wand, but then he like turns
sideways.
turns it to the side.
Ooh, I like that.
Anyway, so that will be, so you will inherit the hoop, Leia will inherit the lightsaber. I think that's really fitting, honestly. During 3rd year classes, there is, the first years will enter, and there is going to be a lot of buzz about the upperclassmen, because rumor has it, this is the year that James Potter starts his first year of school. First son of the one and only Harry Potter. And so, obviously, there's going to be a lot of, like I said, buzz over this new boy, this new kid, who is the son of the boy who lived. Then again, there was also technically a little bit of buzz about Luke and Leia, because you were the parents of Chessa, who helped a lot with the war, but not as much buzz because she wasn't one of the people who cast the mass killing curse. So during the sorting ceremony, James Potter gets placed into Gryffindor. And I'm going to say that you guys will start classes, and Leia is going to walk up to Luke, and she has a parchment of signatures in her hand, and she says, "Hey, big bro, you think you can sign this petition for me?" And she shows you the parchment.
What are you petitioning?
Yeah, so this is a petition because I think that some of the traditions, I think, are a little outdated, a little archaic. Like, for example, the whole tradition of houses and stuff. I get it. I get the reason why we have the houses. I'm not saying we absolve the houses. I just think there needs to be an opportunity for a specific wizard or witch, maybe once they reach their 4th year, to petition to switch to another house if they choose. Not that I'm saying I would want to switch my house, but other people might. Sort of kind of go the Castello Brushu route a little bit.
Well, I mean, you get sorted in it for a reason.
Yeah, you do, but that also takes away a lot of choice and freedom from the student. Don't you think that's sort of, I don't know, unnecessary?
Well, it's not like you don't get to hang out with the other people.
Yeah, but what if somebody doesn't really identify with the house that they're in?
That was the one they were given. The hat knows what it's doing. It's been doing it since the dawn of time.
They said the same thing about the statute of secrecy.
Maybe that should still be up too.
Okay, so are you saying you don't want to sign the petition?
I'll sign it, but only because you're my sister. But I ain't gonna say I agree with it.
All right, she says. And so you're going to sign the petition?
Yeah, he'll sign it for his sister.
Okay. So, you're about to, you're going to have, after she leaves, it's lunchtime for you, so there's downtime. You're about to go to the main hall to grab a bite to eat. All right, so you're at the courtyard. How is this going to be set up? James is going to be in the courtyard somewhere. I don't know what you want him to be doing, or...
I'm gonna stroll up to him, and my character's. I imagine it's just some random boy, from.
Yeah,
Ravenclaw.
some random boy.
He's just gonna be like.
Sure, from Ravenclaw.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Oi, Potter, think you're tough stuff, do ya?" Let's go.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you.
Potter.
Yeah, Potter.
Do I know you?
No, but you act like you know everything, just because you're Potter's kid. Strut around this
Potter's
place like
always
you own
acts
it.
like that.
Mm.
I heard his dad didn't even do half the stuff they credit him for. It was his friend, that Granger.
Yeah, I heard it was all Granger too. Heard your dad's a hack.
Glory.
That's not true. That's not true, he says, looking very upset.
Yeah, it's all anyone talks about is Potter.
Our friend Luke here's dad is a real hero.
Oh, am I walking by as he says that?
Yeah. I'll say you'll walk by and you'll overhear your friends talking smack.
Yeah.
At this first year.
We want to go talk.
Speaking
real
of, here he
heroes?
is.
The 3 guys that went and did what they had to do.
Wait, Luke, tell
Luke,
him about
come tell
your
this
dad. Tell
Potter
him
guy
about how
what.
much-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, actually, I think you guys should just leave him alone. He's not hurting nobody.
He walks around like he owns this place just because his dad was Harry Potter.
That's hurting people. Who does he think he is?
He's just a normal first year, guys. You guys remember our first year?
I grab my
blooming
wand and
peacock is what
levitate
he
the
is.
books out of his hand.
And you levitate the books out of his hand, and James yells out, "Hey, stop that! Cut it out!"
I'm gonna
Huh?
put
Hover it
hood
over the
over his
mud.
face.
What are you gonna do about it, eh?
He kind of doesn't respond to that. He looks very distraught by these big upperclassmen to him. So I'm sorry. So AJ's character is hovering the books over the mud. What is the Jordan's character is doing? What?
I'll say they've got them by the scruff and kind of holding them in place.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hit him yet. I might let him,
Okay.
Luke is going to. All right, the books kind of sucks, but he's gonna grab Jordan's character and get him off him.
Oh.
Wait, what's your problem, mate?
Hey, look. You gotta relax, man. No, sorry.
Oh yeah, I love that. You guys leave him alone, all right?
We're just
You guys are
having some
making-
harmless fun. We're not gonna hurt him.
Well, it's not fun or funny.
Well, I was gonna hurt him. I don't know about you guys. I was gonna do it.
I mean,
Well,
maybe, but it wouldn't be that bad.
Well, you guys aren't gonna hurt him. You guys are gonna leave him alone, okay?
Why are you gonna make us?
Why do you care?
Yeah, well, you care.
I guess I'm just a good person.
We're your friends. You should be on our side, Luke.
Well, yeah, I'm okay with being your guys' friends, but I'm not gonna just let you hurt somebody for no reason.
Look, bullying is like it's a rite of passage. It happens to everyone. We're not gonna hurt him. It's not a big deal. Like, just have some fun a little, Luke.
You guys are
right, you know.
Fun. You always said too much in your books, man.
look. You guys are making fun of his father. That's not something you do to somebody.
You know what happened to me my first year? Worse than this. It's not a big deal.
I got my head flushed down the toilet. Not literally, obviously, because it's still on my head, but I did get a swirly. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
I got turned into a whistle.
that's fine, but you guys don't talk about his father.
Oh, then we can turn him into a whistle? I can try.
That's all anyone
Whoa.
talks about, right? Is his dad. Not about the other people that died and committed to that war. All they talk about is his dad.
My dad is a hero. He took down you-know-who. What did your dad do? He asks.
Oh, well, my dad's dead, so... He died in the war.
Yeah, what a jerk. Look at him. He's a jerk.
Yeah, he's
such
a prick.
a jerk. He doesn't even know. He just talks.
At that point, I'm gonna say that James gets really upset, and he actually pulls out his wand.
Oh, this ought to be
Oh.
good. Look,
Come
he
on,
drew
Luke.
first.
What you gonna do?
I dropped the book and point the wand back.
All right, this is not going how I expect. This is.
Can I Expelliarmus him, by the way?
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to.
But with
Catch him.
whose stats? Don't you-
You'll Expelliarmus. The wand flies out of his hand, and you catch it with the other.
Oh, look at this. Be ashamed if I snapped it over my knee, hey?
No, he says, that's mine.
I'm gonna cast sparks
Give it back.
at his feet.
Oh my god.
All right, you cast sparks on this feet, and then his shoes catch on fire, and he like screams, and he starts like trying to put it out.
Oops.
Luke is gonna pull out his wand and say, "You guys leave him alone now. Give me back his wand."
What are you gonna do to us? And I turn the wand to Luke.
I'm gonna go treat your wand, Luke.
Look, I don't know if it's just you guys are jealous of James, but you guys are gonna stop right now.
Oh, whatever. It's not worth it, guys. Yeah. And he throws the wand at your feet.
Yeah.
I thought you
Have
were more
fun
fun than
hanging
that,
out
Luke.
alone.
Seems like you just sourpuss, really, Luke. Just saying.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not letting you guys pick on a first year. I am such a sourpuss.
If they're turning away before they would turn completely, I would secretly cast a spell to like tie Luke's shoelaces together.
Okay. You will do that. I'll say that Luke doesn't notice.
You're such
You do.
good bullies, guys.
We
You're
made
such
the
good
best
bullies.
bullies.
Oh,
All
I
right.
don't think
Oh,
this is gonna
dear.
go well. It's not gonna go well.
And
We're gonna beat
so
you
are
up
you guys
with
just
them.
gonna leave now?
Yeah.
They're gonna leave, and I'm gonna say James will pick up his wand, and he'll try to brush himself off once the fire is out.
And then Luke will go take a step towards him and fall because his shoelaces are
Yeah,
tied.
You'll fall, and your face will land into the mud.
Nice.
Oh, that's not good.
I turn around and laugh
Nice.
as we leave. That's what you get. That's what you get, Lionheart.
He will cast something back at him. I'm going to look into his memories. All right,
Oh
30.
wow. Okay. So, what are you trying to find in his memories?
I'm looking for anything hurtful I could say to him. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything hurtful.
AJ, can you think of anything like from your character's past that could be used against him, like as in a hurtful way?
Yeah, his mom and his dad fought a lot, and his dad was probably abusive toward his mom, and they're separate now, and that's done. But he always regretted he was too young and like not able to like step in. He knew he should have, but he didn't. So he hates his dad.
We got really complex backstories.
More daddy issues.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, more.
My
dad.
dad's dead.
Yeah, as I'm like untying my shoelaces to get up, he's gonna be like, "Oh, so did you learn all this from your parents?"
Oh.
He did not just say that.
He'll turn and yeah.
Is that why you're picking on James over here? He gets to see his father every so often.
How dare you, Lionheart? And he'll hold the wand out.
He holds his wand out. You know you don't want to do this.
I'm gonna hold my wand out against Luke too. Come on, Luke.
You're outnumbered here. And he'll look back to see if the other two are with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their wands out. Crab and Goyle.
I'm gonna cast Confusion on Jordan's new character.
Yay. It's very easily done, don't worry. He's not very smart.
Luke.
I'm already confused.
33.
Okay. Yeah, you have your new hoop.
Yeah.
So you're gonna cast Confusion on Jordan's character.
Yes, I'm gonna make her character angry at AJ's character.
Jordan, go ahead and make just use Roxana's stats -4. Whatever your stats are, -4 to dodge. So, yeah, he'll be able to cast it, and you suddenly will become really upset and angry at
AJ's character.
AJ's character, as if like he said
Okay.
something about your mom or
Would it
something,
be-
like something
I punch him in
insulting.
the face.
For my character to know Feast of Magus.
But I'm gonna say before right after the spell is cast and Jordan's character attempts to punch AJ's character in the face, you hear a shrill voice yell out, "What is the meaning of this?" As McGonagall was walking right by, and she immediately yells out, "Lionheart," and then the last names of the other three. And she says, "I want you in my office now."
Way to go, Lionheart. Got us caught.
Yeah.
But you gotta see to Lionheart.
Nice work, numbskull.
Yeah, this was my fault.
Yeah. I 100% believe it.
Dude, why'd you try to punch me, by the way?
I don't know, I just got really confused.
Silence.
I hate
Silence.
to get confused.
Yes, silence, the Professor McGonagall says, and I'm gonna say immediately you guys will probably be quiet, because Professor McGonagall is not someone you want to cross. And James kind of just, it looks like he wants to say something, but he's just like caught in the middle of all of this that he doesn't know what to say as McGonagall takes the students away. She will take you over to the headmaster's office, and he will instruct the group of three. He says, "You three, stay here. I will be with you in a moment. Lionheart, come." And she will ask you to follow into her office.
He will.
"I am surprised at you, Mr. Lionheart. You have been such a star pupil. I am absolutely shocked. You know the rules. Never cast spells unless under the guidance of a professor."
I was just trying to get to class, and they were casting spells at him first, and then they casted a spell at me.
She says, "Did you not think to go grab a professor or a teacher?"
No.
She sighs and says, "Mr. Lionheart," she says, "I know that things at school could be very tough, but you can't just go off casting spells like that. Someone could get seriously injured. Based on from what I heard about your father, I expected more out of you."
Oh. At this point, he gets a little bit angry. He's not sad or upset at this point. He's angry. He says, "Yeah, well, he's not here, and I was helping someone."
"What exactly happened? Start from the beginning."
Well, you got those 3 mudbloods out there making fun of Harry Potter's son.
Oh my god.
McGonagall looks like suddenly like she was starting to calm down a little bit and trying to be more empathic, but then she gets really upset and she says, "Mr. Lionheart, we do not use such language in these walls. 10 points from Ravenclaw."
He just frowns and crosses his arms. He's mad. He's mad.
She just shakes her head. And she says, Mr. Lionheart, I would like for you to please let the other three know that I would like to see them in my room, in my office now. But I'm not quite done with you yet. Linger out there for a while if you could, please.
He just nods. He'll do that. When AJ's character is walking by, you'll still. This is stupid, but Luke is gonna say under his breath, like, "Don't worry, they're not gonna call your father to come pick you up."
Holy shit, this kid's brutal.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How does your character respond, AJ?
He pulls back to punch him, but then he thinks twice and he shakes his head. You just wait, Lionheart, and he'll follow the rest into the office.
I'm still
Just
confused.
you wait,
You
like
got yourself an enemy.
Bring it, AJ. I've been waiting to fight you.
I'm gonna beat you up.
One of my characters loves you, the other one hates you.
And then all of the aunties and uncles are gonna come to the school and just like beat up a bunch of kids.
And apparently the third one has a crush on you. Apparently Steven has a crush on Luke.
Hey,
Yeah.
come get it, Steven.
Come get it. Okay.
I ship it.
Albion, speaking of AJ's characters, Albion, you are going to be visited by Chessa. And she says, Albion, can you please do me a favor? I just got contacted from the school and they need me to come there immediately. I can't get out of something at work. Could you please, in the interim, just check on him and just make sure everything with Luke is okay? And I will be there later this evening, but I can't get there immediately.
No problem. No problem. I got this.
Thank you. So yes, because of this incident, Professor McGonagall contacted Chessa, and Albion is going to arrive at the school, and McGonagall will explain to Albion, since Chessa wasn't there, about how disappointed she is in Luke's behavior, and that she gave him a warning. If another incident happens again, they're going to have no choice but to expel him and all that good stuff. McGonagall, she was strict before. Ever since the war ended, she's become really, really strict. Because McGonagall was a traditionalist, a big supporter of the Statute of Secrecy. So in general, she's kind of, not unhinged, but a lot more stressed over things. So she does not deal with nonsense. So, Albion, you will find Luke. And what do you do?
Just want to say Albion would have thrown in there talking to Professor that he's got a good heart. She would have thrown that in there about Luke. Or he would have thrown that in there about Luke.
His heart is not what I'm questioning. It's his brain right now and common sense.
It'll come with age. But don't worry, I'll talk to him. It won't happen again.
And with that, you can go ahead and go see Luke.
All right, what's Luke doing? What do I see?
He's sitting and pouting, kind of like a child.
Al will come over and join him. I imagine maybe he's kind of sitting in the hallway back up against the wall, and Al will just sit there. Hey, bud, what's up?
Nothing.
Well, it's not nothing. They called your mom, and she couldn't leave work, so she sent me. They wouldn't have called us if it was nothing, Luke. What happened?
I saw some people that I thought were my friends making fun of another person for no reason.
So you acted on it?
Yeah, I wanted to do the right thing, but I don't know. I just did it wrong. I don't know.
Al will smile. Sometimes we get it wrong. Even if we mean right, sometimes those choices have consequences too. But I'm sure if you thought you were doing the right thing, that in the end, it probably helped, even if it doesn't seem like it now. You okay?
I'm fine. Just, I don't know. I said some things I regret.
Well, you wouldn't be human if you didn't do things you eventually regret. You know, your dad, he would have probably done the same thing in your situation. He was big on social justice, making things right.
Yeah, but I don't know. Uncle Al, I don't know why. I jump to anger really quick.
Well, that's something that with practice and maturing, you'll learn to handle. You know, I know someone else that can get angry really fast, and maybe Finn would be able to help you with that. He's learned how to control his very well.
Yeah, he would smile at that because he does really like Finn too. I don't know. Just seeing them bully for no reason, and then maybe it was the subject matter too. They were making fun of James's father, and I don't know. I kind of put myself in his shoes in that moment, and it hurt me for him.
I will point to Luke's chest and say, you know what you got in here, you can't teach someone, and you've already got a great mind, so just follow what's in here, and you'll mess up a few times, but I've got faith that in the end you'll make it work.
Yeah, I think I might have gotten Roxy's hot-headedness because I was moments away from casting a really bad one, Al.
A really bad spell?
Yeah.
What really bad spell do you know, Luke?
I don't know if I tell you, you won't tell nobody.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not gonna put anyone in danger, I mean, you're starting to worry me. You're only a third year. What could you possibly know that you'd be worried I'd tell people?
He gets nervous when Al starts talking. He's like, I was just gonna do the babbling curse, and it probably would have gone wrong.
Do I need to roll if that's a lie or anything?
I'm not telling the truth, so.
Okay, so then.
Bearing.
Or wisdom.
I crit failed.
Oh,
I crit failed.
You don't have to roll. You don't have to roll.
You know instantly. I crit failed.
You know it's totally know he's lying. Totally know it.
Unless I crit failed. Okay.
Yeah.
Luke, I know sometimes keeping secrets, we think it's for the best. But if there's something you know and you're worried you could use it to hurt someone, you can trust me.
Just don't tell my mom, okay?
Promise.
So, it was just this year, I learned the Imperious Curse.
Who taught you?
I'm afraid if I tell you, you'll be really mad at me.
I might be mad, but that doesn't mean I won't help you if you need help with this, Luke. I don't want you having the burden of feeling like you know something that could hurt someone.
I overheard some 7th years talking about it, and somebody said that they knew it, and I didn't believe them at first, but then I felt like I had to know if he was telling the truth, so I went into his mind and I saw him practicing it, and then I modified his memory to forget that I did it.
You used the Obliviate spell?
Is modify memory the Obliviate spell? So I didn't get rid of his. I didn't get rid of his memories. I just altered them.
I think it's different.
I think it's different.
Is it different?
Making someone
Okay.
forget versus changing what they know is different.
So you changed his memory so that he wouldn't know it anymore?
No, that he wouldn't know that I took it from him.
Look, when it comes to memory spells, you have to be really careful.
I know, and I am, and I've gotten really good at it. Even on my 3rd year, I'm very good at it.
How often do you modify people's memories, Luke?
Not all the time.
Look, I'm not going to tell your mom that you know this, but you need to stop modifying people's memories. It's their memories. You can't just take them, Luke.
I know this. That's why I think there might be something wrong with me, because it's nice to have that power.
Look, you're still very young, and for as smart as you are, Luke, you still have a lot to learn about life. And take it from someone who's lived a little bit more of it than you have. You don't want to do anything you'll regret. So for now, just hold that information in your brain, but please, Luke. And the Imperious, you realize that's still on the unforgivable list.
I know. Today was the only time I ever thought about using it.
I made you a promise I won't tell your mom, but I need you to make me a promise.
You know.
I need you to promise you'll do everything you can do to avoid using that spell. And in the meantime, like I said, talk to Finn. He knows about wanting to stand up for others and how to fight that urge to just jump in and act quickly. He's gotten really good at it, so talk to him. But please make me that promise that you won't use it, or do everything you can to try not to.
I promise.
So what am I gonna tell your mom then? What do I tell her whenever she asks why I had to come?
Well, you could just tell her the truth and say I got into a fight.
Good idea. Do we tell her you won?
I did.
All right, Luke. Just no more unexpected calls. Your mom's stressed at work, and I really thought it'd be Leah I'd be having to come here for, not you.
I know.
He's smiling.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she's actually doing really well. I don't know. It just.
You know, she used her bracelet within the first 6 hours of leaving that first day.
Yeah, I remember you had to bring her back.
But if you get in that moment again, you know you can call me. I don't want you to do anything you're going to regret, Luke.
I won't. Thank you for understanding.
But good job being a hero today. I'm sure that Potter kid was really relieved to have someone like you on his side.
Yeah.
End scene.
I want to hug AJ. I wish AJ was here. I want to hug him. He's the best.
AJ is the best. That was a really cute comment.
Best man.